It's a simple truth, a simple life. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, your soul, your mind. When it comes to loving everyone else, love your neighbor just like you love yourself.
Oh my goodness, I've been waiting to see you all week. You wanna know why? So we can worship together. So come on, let's go.
Darkness run and hide, you bring the broken back to life. Only you can, only you can. You set me free from every chain, you fill my heart with songs of praise. Only you can, only you can. Jesus, you're the only reason that I'm even breathing. I am wide awake. Every beat is calling out your name. You left the glory of your throne to bring this runaway back home. Only you can, only you can. You give me love, you give me life, you keep me dancing through the night. Only you can, only you can. A newborn king to see, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum. Our finest gifts we bring, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum. To lay before the king, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum, rum-pa-pum-pum, rum-pa-pum-pum. So to honor him, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum. When we come,
Now let's pray. Dear God, I just thank you for these kids. And I just pray that they got something out of this lesson that just truly shows your heart, God, and how much you love them and just how much you are here with us through all the little things and the big things. And that we know that you are here just guiding us. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
Hey Heart Kidz, welcome to a brand new series, In the Know, where we ask questions and questions are great. I'm Eden and I'll be your host. As you all know, Christmas is coming up. It's super exciting, but it can be really hard to be patient when we're waiting on something we really want. So today I brought a friend in and she's gonna help us strengthen our patience muscles. Hi friend, thank you so much for coming.
Thanks for inviting me, Eden.
How can we wait well for something when we really want it?
I'm glad you asked. I have some great activities for us to beat those waiting blues and whip our patience back on track.
Awesome! So what do you have for us today?
Well, my theory is that pleasantly passing the time is the best way to wait.
Okay, sounds promising. What do you have first?
All right, well, let's check in our box of patience.
Yahtzee, a puzzle, Scrabble, a cup, seeds?
Yeah, we're gonna play some games and then we'll put the puzzle together. And then, if we still need to develop more patience, we'll put the seeds in the cup and watch them grow.
Ah, interesting. I think this is more like distracting us rather than developing our patience.
Well, I mean, yeah, we might as well have fun while we are exercising our patience.
You're right. Well, you've done your research and I trust you on this.
Excellent. First, we need some motivation. We're gonna put this pizza in the oven and wait for it to come out.
Let the patience begin.
I spy with my little eye something that starts with the letter D.
Desperation.
Yeah.
Look, I think this was a good idea and all, but I don't think it helped us develop patience. It was really just distractions.
I'm really surprised. I was sure this was going to work. What do we do now?
Let's check in with clue hunters to see if they have anything to say about waiting.
Mr. Taylor, can Tanner and I help you carry those boxes?
Thanks for asking, but no, I've got it. Thank you.
What do you think he's up to?
I don't know. Maybe we can ask him. Mr. Taylor, can we ask what you're doing with all those boxes?
Sure. I'm getting all the Christmas decorations down for the party.
The Christmas party!
I didn't realize it was already
I
time!
didn't realize we had so many Christmas decorations.
I didn't realize it was already time!
Mandy, calm down. I didn't realize Christmas parties were so much work.
Yes, they are, and that's why I'm so relieved that Miss Hoagie is doing all the planning, and that leaves me to do my favorite part, the decorating. But there's still so much work to do.
I'm so excited. This is gonna be so much fun. When will we get to see the party all set up, Mr. Taylor?
When it's time for the party next week, Mandy. You guys have worked so hard. You've learned so much. Miss Hoagie and I, we wanted to throw you a special Clue Hunters Christmas party this year.
I don't think I can wait that long. I want the party to be right now.
It can be very hard to wait for something you're excited about, but I know the time will go by really fast.
Isn't there anything we can do to help, Mr. Taylor?
Festive delivery.
Festive delivery, I'd say so. Nice outfit, Mr. Porter.
What do you have for us today, Mr. Porter?
Well, Tanner, I'm not 100% sure. At first I thought it was a Christmas tree, and then I thought it was a big banner. But then I got a whiff of something good, and boy did it smell nice.
Oh, guys, I think I know what it is. It says right there. It's a Smelkies. It's a Smelkies. Look at the card. It's a Christmas gift from the skipper. It's our very own Smelkies.
Mr. Taylor, you don't mean...
I do.
Well, don't leave me out. What is it?
It's a 12-foot long, freshly baked, lightly toasted.
Layered with 3 kinds of meats, 4 kinds of cheeses, melted to perfection.
With shredded lettuce and thinly sliced tomatoes and onion.
With a smear of light mayo and a drizzle of Italian dressing.
It's a Smelkies. It's the Smelkies world famous submarine sandwich.
Now it all makes sense.
This is such an unexpected gift. What an amazing treat, and I bet, yes, right there, sealed for freshness. This will be perfect for our Christmas party next week. Wonderful.
Man, I don't know if I can wait.
Me either. Can we have the Christmas party just a week earlier?
Now, Mandy, no, you know we can't. It'll go by really fast. Mr. Porter, could you help me take this to the other room?
Absolutely. And kids, before I leave, there's a whole basket of cards, and I'm pretty sure they're all Christmas cards just for you guys.
Wow, all of that?
All of them.
Okay, guys, Tanner, you said, how could you help? Let's go over all the messages and emails we have and see if anybody has a question for us. And then if you finish that, then you can start on these Christmas cards. I'd love to have everybody answered and all the mail out before our party next week. Think you can handle that?
Sure, Mr. T.
Awesome. Excellent. All right, let's take this into the next room. Careful, we don't
Oh,
want to bend
boy,
it.
does it smell
It's really
good.
big. It smells so good. I don't know if it'll last till next week.
Phew! Can't believe we got through that already.
It was actually a lot of fun.
Well, we still have some time here today. Guess we should get started on the snail mail.
I guess you're right. I'm a little nervous, though. Whoa.
Whoa.
That is a lot of mail.
Bet it's full of great Christmas cards and questions, though.
I guess you're right. I'm not sure where to start. I mean, can we actually open these? Isn't there a login to open other people's mail?
Relax, Tanner. It's addressed to Clue Hunters, and we are Clue Hunters. Besides, Mr. Taylor's down the hall if we need any help, but we can do this. Come on, let's get started. Whoa, Tanner, listen to this. Dear Clue Hunters, I've been living with my foster family for a really long time, and they treat me like their own child. It's really nice. I want to be adopted by them so badly, but it seems to be taking forever. Help me, Clue Hunters. Where is God while I wait? Sincerely, Emily.
Whoa, that's a tough one.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, though, I'm not great at waiting either.
Yeah, I noticed.
Seriously, though. It makes me a little humbled thinking about it. Here I was getting all worked up about the Christmas party. At least I know when it's going to happen. It sounds like Emily doesn't even have a date on her calendar to count down to. What do you think we should tell her?
Well, her question was, where is God while I wait? Even if we don't have any personal advice on how to get better at waiting, we can at least answer that question.
Yeah, maybe we should look in the Bible.
There are so many great stories and verses in the Bible about waiting. Which one one should we choose?
Well, are we clue hunters or are we clue hunters?
Right.
When in doubt, search it out.
This is Simeon. He is a righteous man who is eagerly waiting for the Messiah, the Savior of Israel. Hello, Simeon. Hello! But we aren't going to learn about Simeon quite yet. You see, there once was a man named Zechariah. Zechariah was a Jewish priest, and he had a wife named Elizabeth. Zechariah and Elizabeth really wanted to have a child, but they were really old, and it seemed like it would be impossible for Elizabeth to have a baby. One day, Zechariah was chosen to serve in the temple of God. As he was burning incense in the temple, an angel of the Lord appeared. "Don't be afraid," the angel said. "God has heard your prayers. Your wife Elizabeth will have a son, and you will name him John." The angel told Zechariah that many people would rejoice at the birth of his son, that he would be filled with the Holy Spirit before he was even born, and he would prepare the Israelites for the coming of the Lord. "How can I be sure this will happen?" Zechariah asked. "I am an old man, and Elizabeth has grown old too." "I am Gabriel," said the angel. "I stand in the very presence of God. It was he who sent me to bring you this good news. But since you didn't believe me, you will not be able to speak until the child is born, for my words will certainly be fulfilled at the proper time." Zechariah was instantly unable to speak. When his service at the temple was done, Zechariah went home to his wife. Before long, Elizabeth was pregnant, just as the angel had said. When Elizabeth gave birth to her son and announced that his name was John, the friends and family were amazed. No one else in Zechariah or Elizabeth's family was named John. The people turned to Zechariah, who was still unable to speak, and asked him the child's name. "His name is John," he wrote on a tablet. Immediately, Zechariah could speak again. John grew in spirit and became a mighty man of God. In fact, it was John's ministry that would prepare the people of Israel for the ministry of Jesus. Zechariah and Elizabeth had to wait for a long, long time, but God's beautiful plan for them and their son unfolded in God's perfect timing.
The story of Zachariah and Elizabeth. That's perfect. They waited so long to have a child, but God's plan and timing were perfect.
Zachariah and Elizabeth had to wait so long, they thought it would be impossible to have a child. But God's plan and timing were just perfect, and the child they had been waiting for became an essential part of God's plan to redeem us all.
Yeah, God waited to give Zachariah and Elizabeth a child. It had to happen when it did and how it did, so John's ministry could prepare Israel for Jesus.
You know, that reminds me of a verse I read one morning last week. Psalm 130, verse 5. "I wait for the Lord to help me. My soul waits for him. I trust what he says."
That's so good, Tanner. God's word tells us that his plans are perfect for us and that we just have to trust what he says, even if it means waiting for an answer.
Hey, look, Emily's written something else on the top of her card.
P.S. I'm writing this letter while on a weekend trip with my foster family. I don't have my tablet at the moment, so I mail it. I'd really like to hear back from you, though. My email address is... Look, Tanner, we can send her an email.
Good. I still don't really know how to work with snail mail.
Wow, what a great lesson we learned today. It reminds me of a verse, Psalms 135. "I am waiting for the Lord to help me. My soul waits on him. I will trust what he says."
Maybe that's how we should think about patience. Not distracting ourselves, but trusting God and listening to what he has to say. Hey, I just remembered, patience is one of the fruit of the Spirit.
That's right, and we get the fruits of the Spirit when we spend time with God.
So while we're waiting for something we want, we spend time with God, which gives us his fruit, which includes patience.
Let's pray and thank God for helping us answer the questions today about developing our patience. God, we thank you for today, and we thank you that you've allowed us to learn more about patience, and that when we want to become more patient, we just look to you. Thank you that whenever we're looking to fun things, that we just have to spend time with you and see that you're there, and that we don't have to focus and be distracted by other things. We thank you so much for helping us today work on our patience. Amen. Pizza time! Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next week. Bye!
Slow down, take time, breathe in, he said. He'd reveal what's to come. The thoughts in his mind, always higher than mine. He'll reveal all to come. So take courage, my heart. Stay steadfast, my soul. He's in the waiting. He's in the waiting. And hold on to your hope as your triumph unfolds. He's never failing. He's never failing. Sing praise, my soul. Find strength in joy. Let his words lead you on. Do not forget his great faithfulness. He'll finish all he's begun. So take courage, my heart. Stay steadfast, my soul. He's in the waiting. He's in the waiting. And hold on to your hope as your triumph unfolds. He's never failing. He's never failing. And you hold the stars. Who call them each by name will surely keep your promise to me, that I will rise in your victory. So take courage, my heart. Stay steadfast, my soul. He's in the waiting. He's in the waiting. And hold on to your hope. Watch your triumph unfold. He's never failing. He's never failing. So take courage, my heart. Stay steadfast, my soul. He's in the waiting. He's in the waiting. And hold on to your hope. Watch your triumph unfold. He's never failing. He's never failing. He's in the waiting. He's in the waiting.
Hey everybody, guess what I'm gonna do next week and what I hope you do too? I'm bringing a friend!
Yep, we had so much fun today, so I hope to see you next week. Bye!